Hey friends, Lisa Kay here. I want to talk to you a little bit today about red clover, the benefits of red clover, and an easy way that you can get those benefits on a daily basis. And I'm going to show you what I have here is some actual red clover flower tops is what we use, and I'm going to make an infusion here in a little bit, and I'm going to show you what this looks like, okay? It's very, very important when you choose or purchase red clover that you do not accept anything that looks gray or brown, because red clover, it has something in it. It's coumarin is what it is, and that coumarin, if it's mixed with botrytis mold, it turns into something that is just not good at all for your body. And horses have actually bled to death from eating clover that is moldy. So do not ever accept any red clover that is gray or brown. And this, right now, this smells so wonderful. I got to get a whiff of it. It smells so delicious. What I have done here is I have taken, I want to show you what I'm getting ready to do, and go ahead and do it, and then I'll talk a little bit about it. I have taken 1 ounce of the red clover blossoms and put it in a quart-size mason jar. And then I'm just taking this silver spoon and put it down in there. That helps to keep the jar from bursting. I don't know. I actually did have a jar burst one day, but it was a cheaper thin glass jar. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take just boiling water. Actually, it's been sitting for a little bit. I made me some orange spiced tea as well, so this is the water that's left over. That's why I want to hurry up and get it in here while it's still good and hot. But just pour that up to the top. And I'm going to give it a stir and then fill it up some more, because I just like to have me a lot of red clover infusion. Oh, wow. Okay, I dropped one. This is actually kind of expensive, so I try not to waste any of it. 1 pound of this, I think, was $32 at Mountain Rose Herbs. And I feel that Mountain Rose Herbs, hang on a second, I'm going to pick this up before the dog gets it. I feel that Mountain Rose Herbs are very inexpensive, or I won't say inexpensive, but you get such high quality for your money. I don't complain at all, because I purchased 3 ounces of red clover flower tops at my local health food store. Folks, I paid I think it's $36 a pound at Mountain Rose. I paid $72 a pound at my local health food store. Of course, I only got 3 ounces of it, but still yet, I mean, that's a lot to have to pay. So that's when I started ordering it from Mountain Rose Herbs. And I've never been displeased with any of the herbs that I've ordered from Mountain Rose. Okay, so I'm just stirring this up, getting it stirred up really, really good. Oh, and something else I want to do. Let me move over here to the cabinet real quick. Now, don't look in my messy cabinet, but I really need to put, I'm going to put some mint, a mint tea bag in this, because the red clover has really strong tannins in it, or it's tannins is what it is, and it makes it very astringent when you drink it. So what I actually like to do, I like to put a mint tea bag in it. I'm working with one hand here. I put a mint tea bag in it, and I will put a little stevia in it as well after I strain it out. I'm sorry, I'm not even focused on what I'm doing here. Not very easy to work with one hand. Okay, let's go ahead and top that off. And then I'll talk a little bit more about the red clover and what it does. I don't know if you know what an alterative is, but red clover is actually an alterative. And it can change, or it can help to change any negative condition in the body or any disease in the body. It can help to turn that around. Now, I need to let this sit for at least 4 hours, and maybe even overnight. I see it's about 20 to 4 in the afternoon, so I'll probably have me a drink of this evening with some stevia in it. Anyways, I love the smell of this. It smells so good. It just smells like honey. I mean, of course, this is what the bees use to make the honey. Anyways, getting back to, I said it's an alterative, and it's also an antineoplast, and that means that it can inhibit or stop any abnormal growth. Like if you would have, let's say you have HPV growing on your cervix, it can help to stop that. It can help to dissolve that. skin tags, tumors, polyps, cysts. The red clover can actually get in there, and it can help the body to let go of those things. You can actually, when I drink this red clover infusion, like I said, I'm going to put some stevia in it because it still has a real strong, basically tastes like drinking a really strong tea, the tannin part of a really strong tea. So that's why I put the stevia in it. But you can taste honey in it when you drink after it's extracted from the red clover top. I'm sorry, my dog's outside barking and it's kind of distracting me. So I already told you don't ever want to accept any red clover that has any gray or brown in it, that it's been either packed too tight, or it was maybe picked and packed when it was wet, and you don't want to do that. And another thing too, red clover is actually very good for infertility. I know Susan Weed actually, she says, I've listened to some of her videos, and she says she tells people if they drink oat straw infusion and red clover infusion, don't blame me if you get pregnant. So I guess, of course, I'm not trying to get pregnant, but I guess one reason why I really am doing so much of the red clover right now is because I had a negative pap smear a year ago. It's actually time for me to go back for my second follow-up from that. The follow-up that I had came back okay, but I just didn't feel comfortable with just letting that go and not trying to do something, herbally to address the fact that there was something there on my cervix that shouldn't be there. So I've been drinking the red clover infusion. I don't drink it every day because it is a pretty good blood thinner. Keeps your blood moderately thin, and that's one reason also why it's so good for the heart and the veins. The heart, the valves and all are made out of connective tissue, and the comfrey helps to address any problems with that. So, I hear my dog outside going crazy, so I'm going to cut this short for now. And I'll actually come back later and show you how I strain this out, talk a little bit more about this and some other herbs. Talk to you later. Green blessings.